Um, Hello, this is Crunchy Fan. Today I will be doing what if female deku was a xenomorph. Now this idea was suggested to me by another what if YouTuber, Soulkeeper. So if you want to check his version of it out, I will leave a link. I will leave a link in the comments after I've made this. So we'll begin with Deku's birth. Now she'll look like this. She'll look like this. While she's I don't know whether this should be a hero, a villain, or a vigilante. So you guys will get to decide. But she will look like this for a majority of her life, and then she'll develop into this. Okay, now we got that covered. Let's begin. Okay, so Deku will be born. Izumi will be born to I would say she'll be born to hold on, give me a minute. Alright, I'm back. Okay, she'll be born to Midnight and Shota Aizawa. As when she is born, she does have like the bits of biological body armor over her, the dorsal, like the little dorsal tubes coming out of her back, and the bladed tail. Now, in case some of you don't know what the xenomorphs can do, they are very intelligent, and very strong, and very agile. And they are mainly pack hunters. And they sort of work in like a hive mind. So, when Izumi is born, they do notice all the stuff on her, as they do wait for her quirk. They'll wait till she's about 4 years old to evaluate her quirk. So, when she gets home, Midnight and Aizawa raise her as well as they can, with, hold on. But while she's at middle school, she is bullied due to her villainous appearance. With a couple of the bullies do hit her to the point where they end up drawing blood. And they do end up with acid burns on their hands due to her blood being acidic. As the parents of the bullies would be called, and so would Aizawa at Midnight. With as the bullies would state that she was the one who attacked them first, and when they retaliated, they drew blood accidentally, and it ended up burning them. With Izumi stating that they were lying, and that they were the ones who attacked first, and she didn't do anything. In fact, that the fact that they got themselves injured from her was their fault. With the principal looking over both cases, and Aizawa and Midnight stating that their daughter wouldn't tell a lie, the bullies were given in trouble, but everybody else stayed away from Izumi due to her having a villainous quirk. Now we'll cut forward a couple of years to where she begins middle school, and she'll be in the same middle school as Katsuki Bakugo. Now she will mainly like stick to herself. She'll stick to herself a lot of the time. But she does have like a small she has like a small friend group in middle school, with the girl that has the telekinesis quirk, and the guy who can stretch his neck. Yeah, the guy who can stretch his neck out. As they are part of our friend group. With both, I believe the stretching neck quirk could technically count as a mutation quirk, but I'm not sure if it does. So I'm going to say it is a mutation quirk, though I'm not sure. So both those two have mutation quirks. So they immediately started a friendship because they both technically had mutation quirks. With the girl joining in because she thought that Izumi was quite interesting. So Bakugo would come over and end up exploding the tape where they were sitting, as Izumi's reflexes would immediately kick in, grabbing both of her friends as she jumped away as the explosions happened. With Bakugo saying to those two, "What are you doing hanging out with a villain like her?" As they both say that she is not a villain. It's just that you're just jealous that she's getting attention from us instead of us giving you the attention. With Bakugo immediately getting enraged by this, as he would charge toward them. With Izumi's basically xenomorph instincts kicking in, as she would end up pinning Bakugo down, as he would expose the second jaw that she has in her mouth. Now, I'm going to say this: she does have her second jaw, sort of operates like a moray eel's jaw. So she has like a normal human tongue, but then she also has the second jaw at the back of her mouth. As that would come out just for intimidation purposes. She wasn't actually going to harm Bakugo. As Bakugo would then let off an explosion, which she would block, but would send her a fair distance. Her exoskeleton would have some burn marks on them, but they would heal over in a couple days. With Bakugo realizing that he had harmed somebody, that he actually managed to beat her, as he thinks, "I'm better than her. I know I am." With Izumi immediately getting back up and just, popping her neck, stating that was a good effort, but it didn't hurt that bad. As she would have her bladed tail pointed, like pressing against, not the tip of it, but like the blade part of it, like pressing against Bakugo's neck. As she states, "If you ever try that again, I will make sure that you won't be able to walk." As she then walks off with her friends, as they say that was pretty cool that she defended them. As Izumi thought that she was a bit too aggressive, and that she should probably work on that later. That she should probably work on her aggression a bit more, like try to be less aggressive. And that is where I'm going to leave it off. If you guys want to see another part of this, I will do another part. So I'll see you guys next time.